We kept hearing the voices and screams of our colleague, but we could do nothing. Escaped victim of bandit attack say, "Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen." Report from the Premium Times reveals that bandits on Saturday abducted more than 50 wedding guests traveling along SOKOTO Road. However, some of the wedding guests managed to escape from the attack. While speaking to the Premium Times, one of the escaped victims revealed that the bandits shot into the first vehicle they were traveling in around 6 p.m. While narrating his experience to Premium Times, Mr. Jao stated that when the bandits attacked and started shooting, they ran into the bush. Where they were inside the bush, he noted they kept hearing the voices and screams of their colleagues and friends, but there was nothing they could do. Mr. Jao said, "We kept hearing voices of our colleagues and friends, but there was nothing we could do." However, Mr. Jao revealed that he came out of a bush only when the security men arrived at the scene. What do you have to say about this? Well, the thing is, true, nothing. There is absolutely nothing that you could have done. They're not security operatives. They're no for this Nigeria, they have not legalized gun, because even if people who they shout legalized gun might be people who, they have clean conscience, but when they legalize the gun, people will start. That is when you see that we have more abnormal people than normal in Nigeria. So there's absolutely nothing. And the thing is, we wouldn't have been okay too if they abducted all of them. As they abduct few now, the remaining few go know who and who remain, and they start working hard. It's this kind of thing. Nobody wishes it for his or enemy, to be sincere. Nobody does. Does this mean that the bandits cannot be wiped out? Are they stronger than the government? Why everyday bandits are killing innocent citizens? This is because it's just like when you have a spot on your roof. There's a spot on your roof that is dripping water. That water is coming out from. You are aware. Instead of you to look for a way to change it, you wait for it to spread. You understand? You wait for it to spread to the point where you say you go can't spend plenty. As in the thing go even spoil. Maybe one day the thing go even enter. Spoil if not your clothes. If not that place where your TV they there, electricity they that means you're a goner. Those things don't spoil. You understand? Meanwhile, you would have avoided it by making sure you do what I call a stitch in time. You understand? You do a stitch in time. So how you want to use them? How are you going to be able to do it? That's the thing. That is what caused us to be at where we are today. The thing is, our government, they're not proactive. They are not proactive at all. If they're proactive, there are many things that has happened that will look. And again, coming out to when bandits are being arrested, you keep them, you interrogate them, and sometimes I even hear that they rehabilitate them. It is only in Nigeria that I will hear terrorists, because these bandits they have said you cannot call them terrorists. That these terrorists are given the name repentant terrorists. Look, for abroad, they don't use I hear terrorists. If they catch you, they try to get information from you. Uncle, before you say Jack Robinson, especially when they don't look and say your country, waiting to your country not going to challenge them. You understand? They don't off you. Secretly, who won't even know so they capture you in the first place? They go just help you, try to get information from you. You think they're helping you. Tell you don't worry, they'll keep your families. If you know, don't give them what they want, or immediately you drop them. They don't clear you with that. That is just it. It's only in Nigeria here that we hear things like repentant terrorists. For there, you don't have anything like repentant terrorists. They don't negotiate with terrorists at all. But in Nigeria here, we negotiate with them. And the thing is, abnormal is normal in my country. It is only in Nigeria you see the government negotiating with bandits and terrorists. Meanwhile, people who agitate, they call them as they say, what will be the problem? Okay. The bandits kill because those in government love shedding blood, period. Okay. Cutlass that inflicts injuries on another man can also inflict injuries on the owner. But the government are not saying anything about it. They're not saying it because Nothing is, to them, it can't happen. Why? Because these people, you understand, and the people when they reach out to know, they talk to, they feel they have an understanding. They feel they have an understanding. But like I said before, in the presence of crimes, more crime thrive. Had it been the government, you know, when the first one happened, they are quick to make sure that these people, sharp, you deal with them. You understand? You deal with them. You make sure that you tell them that, just like when a child misbehaves. When a child misbehaves, you do what? He does what is not right. You call him, you tell him. The second time you spank him, the third time you spank him, you keep spanking him. And after spanking him, you call him and tell him, I spanked you because of this. I disciplined you because of this. It might not be spanking, it might be, you know how there are various ways of disciplining children. You discipline them. And you tell them that it is because I love you, this thing you are doing is wrong. I want you to stop doing it. That is the only way these bandits understand. They come with violence, you tell them that you don't tolerate it. But our present administration, they showed these people that they tolerate violence. That is why these people, from kidnapping, they started killing people. There was a time where we would not hear that people were killed now. As in when these bandits started. We know people could differentiate that time. If you hear of Boko Haram, you go hear say people die. But if you hear of bandits, you go hear say they kidnap people. It was different. But now, nobody knows which is which. They now go as far as killing people. That's the thing. It is because our government was not proactive enough to show these people that there is no... It's just like, let's say, a house now. You are building a house in an area that is rough. You're not going to take building your security distance seriously. You go put your electric fence, go put electric gate, everything there intact. You are already proactive. So that even if they try a house like this, if the electric gate no screw them, your electric fence will screw them. If the electric fence no screw them, your dogs, you go unleash your dogs for nights. Your dogs go do justice. You understand me? It is like you're taking preventive measures as well. But I expect the Northern youth to speak out on this malady. Demonstrate and face the elected representative. This matter is putting Nigeria to shame among other nations of the world. My dear, it is not putting, it has put Nigerians to shame. Nigerians are not saying like people who they romance with terrorists. Yes, and the government thinks it's fine. They see us as people who romance with terrorists. Imagine during that Goodluck Jonathan's time, we heard that Goodluck actually bought mercenaries to help fight, these terrorists. But the thing was, I started hearing again in the news that even the people will come say they had no day. Say we could ask our leaders. Now our leaders now go fit tell us. Now they are hands off. So the thing is, it is because while we can't get over this is because the government, number one, they are not proactive. Number two, it is like the government are also it is like they're watching a comedy show with everything that is going on. Yes, what else do you expect me to say? If they're not enjoying it, then why are they permitting it? Or if they're not getting anything from it, why is it still being continued? On this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for turning to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.